I just got some very exciting news and I'm so excited! Okay, I'm calm. Hey guys, recently I posted a video called my top favorite common and affordable houseplants. You guys seem to really like that video, so I thought I would do another one right now because I only included 7 varieties in that video. So this is part 2 today and I hope you enjoy it. But before we get into the plants, I would like to say a huge thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Green Chef. Green Chef is a USDA certified organic company that makes eating well easy and affordable with plans to fit every kind of lifestyle. Just a few of their lifestyle options include vegan, vegetarian, paleo, and keto. The Green Chef recipes are quick and easy with step-by-step instructions, chef tips, and photos to guide you along. Ingredients come pre-measured, perfectly portioned, and mostly prepped to make it really easy to fit a Green Chef meal into our day. And Green Chef is the most sustainable meal kit, offsetting 100% of its direct carbon emissions and plastic packaging in every box. Ryan and I have really enjoyed our Green Chef boxes. We've never really been the kind of people to make a meal every night together. Green Chef has definitely changed that. It's something we both look forward to. We've learned a lot about cooking in general and how to prepare foods in ways we wouldn't have thought beforehand. And I love the fact that even though I'm vegetarian and Ryan, my husband, is not, he enjoys the vegetarian meals. They are genuinely so good. So if you'd like to try a Green Chef box, go to greenchef.us/Harley80 and use code Harley80 to get $80 off, including free shipping on your first box. And again, that is greenchef.us/Harley80 with code Harley80 for $80 off, including free shipping on your first box. And that link and code will be down in the description box. Thank you, Green Chef, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get into part 2 of my favorite common and affordable houseplants. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go show you some common and affordable plants that I think you would love to have in your collection. Yeah! Alrighty then. First up, good old ZZ plant. I think this one is a pretty well-known variety of plant. There's also the ZZ Raven. Very, very easy. This is a low maintenance plant for those of us that are kind of busy and want to have a lot of plants but not necessarily devote a crap ton of time to each plant. This is an excellent option. So really my main care advice for this is to not give it direct light. Just keep in mind the less light it gets. Like if it's in super low light, it's gonna grow a little bit slower than if it's in like bright indirect light, you know? Okay, the only other care advice I can give is to only water when you start seeing the little stems wrinkle or the little potato things. Rhizomes? Yeah, but they look like potatoes, right? All right, so actually right next to it is another one of my common plants I recommend. It is a lucky bamboo. So this actually isn't bamboo, it's a type of Dracaena. I think this is a really cute plant and I see it especially at like little gift shops, but it's super low maintenance. It's kind of similar care-wise to the ZZ plant. I actually keep them right next to each other for that reason. They get very diluted, dappled, bright indirect light, and it does well. And then same with the ZZ, I just wait until the little stalks, stems, whatever, start to look wrinkly, or like when I go like this, they feel kind of soft, and that's pretty much it. In the case of this and also the ZZ before, it's a little bit better to err on the side of caution and underwater as opposed to overwater because they are very tolerant of underwatering. So yeah, definitely recommend a lucky bamboo, and it's so cute. Like the shape is so different from a lot of other indoor plants, so I think it's an awesome option. And look at this little fish planter I bought this in. This is my Monstera deliciosa plant. The heck? So holy. This is a plant I recommend to everybody to start out with because I think this is a really, like, of course there's golden pothos and all that, and those are beautiful, but there's just something about the fenestrations on a Monstera plant that keep people really intrigued by plants. Like this one's exciting, you know, not that golden pothos aren't, but if you start out with, say, like an immature Monstera plant without the holes in it, and then it's exciting when it starts developing those holes. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's a really great option. If you're looking to give a gift to somebody, I recommend giving them a Monstera plant because it's fun and easy. This can tolerate low light, it can tolerate direct light. Just be sure that whatever light you're putting it in, you kind of acclimate it to that new new space, especially if you're going to move it into direct light. If you put it in direct light too quickly, the leaves are going to burn, but if you kind of slowly move it into a higher light area, then you won't have to worry about that as much. If you have it in lower light, give it less water. If you have it in higher light, it will need more water. And a great way to tell is, especially once your plant is like wholly like this, like that, then it will start to droop and be very evident. You'll get to know the plant over time and when it's thirsty. So yeah, Monstera deliciosa. Next up is good old Hoya carnosa. This is one of the first Hoyas I ever got, and I love it a lot. I think it's just so beautiful. I love me a good, deep, rich, green looking plant, especially Hoya. This one stays very, very full, grows super fast, and again is more tolerant of lower light conditions than some other Hoya, although it definitely thrives in higher light if you're able to give it that. What I especially love about the Hoya carnosa, the regular green Hoya carnosa, it's easier to come by because plant people are obsessed with variegation, so just regular colored, I say that like I don't mean that to sound like a bad thing. Regular green plants are definitely easier to come by because people are going for the colored, dotted, variegated plants. What I love about this one as a common plant especially is the leaves will get like papery when it's thirsty. So don't water it until you notice the leaves are like kind of thin and like paper. They literally just feel like paper when it's thirsty. None of the leaves are like this kind of. Like you can see how easily I'm able to bend that. That means it might be getting a little bit thirsty. So I'll wait for more of the leaves to do that and then go ahead and water. Just to avoid some overwatering because Hoyas do not like to be overwatered, let me tell you that. Next up is a jade crassula. This is my favorite kind of succulent. I think it's so cute and it's very common and affordable. So this is one of the few plants I can always find at my local big box stores. Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, all of them have this, even though the plant selection at my big box store sucks lately. This is one I can always count on to be there. I think it's really cute as it ages. Oh, there's a word for this. I know the word. It left my mind. But when the like stems turn to like bark wood looking, there's a word for it. If anybody knows, please leave it down below. But I think that's so cute. And it's such a cute shape, very low maintenance and vocal. You don't have to water this very often. I maybe water mine like once a month and I have it sitting in a south window. But once the leaves get wrinkled, I recently watered this, so there's no wrinkled leaves. Oh yeah, there is, that's a lie. So like here you can see this leaf is like wrinkly. I think you can see right there. Once like half the plant starts to look like that, I'll go ahead and give it a deep, thorough watering. It does prefer high light if possible, and this one will bloom, which is really exciting. Yeah, it's so cute. Isn't that really cute? Oh my goodness. And so easy and affordable. So 10 out of 10 recommend Jade Crassula Succulent. Next up are Phalaenopsis orchids. I think I'm saying that right. If I'm not, whatever. I do have quite a few of these and I got into orchids. I got in deep with orchids the first time Ashley came to stay with me. Ashley, this is all because of you. These are ones, again, I can always find at my big box stores, and most of the time I found that they're marked 50% off because I don't know what it is. People don't want these, but I think they're cute. I think they're cute. This thing has had blooms for 2 months now and they haven't dried up or fallen off. I guess that one's dried up and fallen off, but oh my gosh, there's still new buds. That's exciting. So I was always really intimidated by orchids. They're not as hard as I thought they were. So basically the one thing I've learned about them to keep them alive is to watch the roots. This is about the color a root should look when it's well watered. If an orchid is needing to be watered, the roots will be kind of a silvery color, like a light silvery green, which none of them are looking like that right now. I did just recently water this. Yeah, I mean, that's like the easiest way. If the roots are silvery and kind of wrinkled looking, water it. If not, it's well watered. So if it's lime green, you have a happy plant. And they're so cute. I have so many orchids now. I think I have like 12. Whereas 4 months ago, I had 0. How does this happen? Here is the name of the one I just showed you. Cha-Cha. Cute. My camera's gonna die. Dang flabbit. Where's that rabbit? He stole my money. I need to get a new battery. And I couldn't do a common houseplants video without talking about aloe vera. This is a plant, again, you can find pretty much everywhere. My big box stores sell this. Even stores near me that are like home stores sell plants, sell like the common varieties of plant like this. Gift shops sell them. They're just really easy to come by, and I'm sure, if nothing else, I'm sure you have a friend that has one of these that probably has a million babies on it that you could pluck a little baby from, with permission, of course. It's really cute and unique looking from other plants, and it's very, very easy to care for. Most of these plants err on the side of underwatering as opposed to overwatering, but this one too. But I will say it's really easy to tell when this needs water, because here's a good leaf example to show you. It's like kind of rippled. I think you can see it's like kind of ripply there and bendy. That's because there's not enough water in the leaves to like support the plant how it normally sits. So it's wrinkling because it's flopping down. Does that make sense? Because the water inside of it is emptying. Same with all the plants that like wrinkle when they're thirsty. You fill a leaf and it just feels kind of like flimsy and soft. That's when you can go ahead and water. And this is one I definitely prefer to bottom water this plant. It's just easier for me. So that's what I do, and I've had no issue with it. It grows really well. I keep it pulled a few feet back from a north window, which is right in front of me right now, and you can see it sits right here on the top shelf. So it does get kind of low light. It definitely prefers a bit higher light, but it'll be fine in a little bit of lower light if that's what you have. So don't worry too much about the lighting, but of course, like, it's gonna prefer higher light because it's a succulent. So those are the plants I'm going to be talking about in today's video. I didn't mention it in this one, but like I said in last video, most of these plants I'm able to find locally to me, but maybe they're not necessarily local to you. I tried to include plants that, even if location to location they aren't available, they are pretty easy to find online for good prices. I prefer to shop on places like Etsy and Facebook, Facebook Marketplace. Facebook buy sell trade groups. So 10 out of 10 recommend doing some research into that, finding some buy sell trade groups that are local to you. That's a great place to get plants for inexpensive. Let me know what you think of all these picks. Do you have any of them in your collection, or are any of them uncommon where you live? I'm interested to hear. But yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Bye! Oh, that's so bad.